Welcome to the Little Kitchen, episode number 11. Anyway, today we're going to be cooking some mashed potatoes. Let's go over our ingredients. First, we have potatoes. Have a little butter. We have some roasted garlic. We have a little chunk of brie. And we have some goat milk. Yeah, so you can use different kinds of potatoes on this. You don't have to use, today I'm using Russets, but you can use whatever you have. You can talk to me while I'm chopping. You don't have to.
What are you cooking again?
Huh?
What are you cooking again?
I'm cooking mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
Yeah, fancy pants mashed potatoes with brie, roasted garlic.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's very rich and it's very delicious.
So are the potatoes boiled?
Yes. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my trusty skillet here and just put this under here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my garlic. Now this garlic has been roasted in the oven. So let me show you something. What you do is you take a little piece of aluminum foil and you take your garlic and you just cut off the top. Squeezes out like toothpaste. So these are pretty good. See that? See how soft that is? So when you roast garlic, you get a different flavor. This is what it looks like, if you can see that. So I like a lot of garlic. I roasted 2 bulbs, but I think I'm going to just use a half. I don't want to get carried away. Okay. Now I'm going to cut up my cheese, cut up my brie. Now for this recipe, I'm not going to use the skin of the brie. I just want the cheese. I'm making this with brie, but you can make it with any cheese, but you have to be careful. If you're making it with gorgonzola or something like that, you have to be very careful that you don't over-salt it, because if you over-salt it, you won't like it. So in goes our butter, and in goes our goat's milk.
Why goat's milk?
I tried it. Goat's milk is absolutely delicious. I tried it a couple of weeks back, and I loved it. I wanted to use it instead of cream. So now I'm going to set over to the stove, and I'm going to just bring this up to heat. So you take your time with this, because you don't want to scorch it, and you don't want to bring it to a boil. You just want to heat it so that the cheese melts evenly and the butter melts evenly. So this is not low-cal, right, guys?
Yeah. Why would you want low-cal mashed potatoes?
Well, you know.
Wait, are you putting butter? How much butter? Did I not pay attention?
Half a stick. So it's a half a stick of butter, a half a garlic clove roasted, 1 half cup of cheese. In this particular instance, I'm using brie cheese.
Phil's the best cook in the world. Anybody watching?
Looking good.
He really is.
And I'm going to really get it going now so that everything mixed. Let me clean up a little bit while that's going. Oh my God, it looks amazing. Okay, now I'm gonna go for it. So I'm looking for a nice smooth paste. So there's the consistency we want. Can you see that? It's a nice consistency. So now the taste test. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Oops. I'm going to come to the camera so you can see what it looks like. So there's the finished product.
Nice.
Now, if you want to get fancy, you can put this in a pastry, inside one of those pastry bags, and you can pipe it into a ramekin and make it really, really nice. This is a beautiful, simple recipe. All you have to do, remember, you're going to make it with your roasted garlic, some brie, potatoes of your choice, a little butter. Try some goat milk if you have it in your local store. It's fine. Now, if I was serving this at a fancy dinner, I would put it in its own ramekin, and I'd probably heat it, and I'd probably put a few more pieces of brie over it and melt it down. But that's it. Now, I promise you every week now I'm going to recommend a couple of different drinks that I like. The first one, in one of my earlier episodes, you probably saw it. This is Reggiano Lombrusco. It's a sweet Italian bubbly Lambrusco that's delicious. It's really great with hamburgers and fries. Fantastic. This is another one. This is a Cremant from Bourguignon. Yeah, they call it a Cremant because they can't call it champagne, but it's from the same region. And this is a rosé, and this is delicious, guys. Try it. This is $10. This is $10, and this is $5. So that's all for the little kitchen. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week.